You know I'm right. More prosperity, less government. By Michelle Caruso-Cabrera. With a foreword by Larry Kudlow. Narrated by Marguerite Gavin. Copyright 2010 by Michelle Caruso-Cabrera. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Threshold Editions, a division of Simon & Schuster Incorporated, and was produced in the year 2010 by Tantor Media Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Forward. The best social welfare policies are the ones that create good new jobs. Smart politicians know this. And it was the late President Ronald Reagan who taught me this 30 years ago, back when I served as Associate Director for Economics in his Office of Management and Budget. He also taught me that the best way to create good new jobs is to unleash the entrepreneurs who operate in the private economy. Reward their success through low tax rates. Stay out of their hair by keeping government regulations to a minimum. Give them room to prosper by putting government on a short leash, by limiting its size, scope, and spending. Broaden their markets by keeping trade free and open. And protect their spending power with a reliable currency and by holding inflation in check. No wonder the Gipper was the most successful president in the post-World War II era. His policies worked. The citizenry was happy. The nation prospered mightily. Jobs were plentiful. Reagan was so successful, and America so bountiful because of his policies, that the Soviet Union was blown out of the water, relegated to the dustbin of history. In short, Reagan knew that free market capitalism is the best path to peace and prosperity. That's my creed, too, and it's a view shared and embraced by my friend and CNBC colleague, Michelle Caruso-Cabrera, in her new book, You Know I'm Right. Michelle has written a hard-hitting book that illuminates the supremacy of pro-growth economic principles. And she has done so at a time when the nation is reeling from the lingering effects of a deep recession and the presidential policy mistakes of recent years. Michelle is less interested in partisan politics and much more concerned with restating and reapplying Milton Friedman's theories of capitalism and freedom, which Reagan made the centerpiece of his program. As I read it, that's her mission, and she sets to it at just the right time. For we must not forget how we got into this mess, and how we can climb back out. This is America, Michelle reminds us. We are an exceptional nation. Our system of democracy and freedom can overcome the mistakes of the past, just as it has so many times in our gloried history. But a soup-to-nuts roadmap is essential. Go back to Reaganism, she exhorts, then build on it even more. Use Reagan's supply-side, market-oriented plan as a guide to solving today's high unemployment, massive job losses, and stagnant growth. Pessimism and unhappiness are in the air today, just as they were 3 decades ago. But optimism can be restored by returning to a classical liberal economy built on market supremacy and strictly limited government. Michelle doesn't hide the fact that Ronald Reagan is her all-time favorite chief executive. Her second favorite, Bill Clinton. It was Clinton, she points out, who joined, however reluctantly, but cleverly in a political sense, with Newt Gingrich and his Contract with America movement to reform welfare, expand free trade, and balance the budget through economic growth and tough spending cuts. Okay, I can go with that. After all, the Clinton-Gingrich era was really Ronald Reagan's 3rd term, wasn't it? As the Obama administration moves deep into its 2nd year, with its unprecedented government controls over the economy, its massive spending, deficits, and debt borrowing, its higher taxes on businesses and our most productive earners and investors, and its re-regulation of nearly every nook and cranny of the private sector. The so-called economic recovery languishes, while doubts about our standards of living and wealth turn grave. Michelle says no, 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 and no to all this. Statism, redistribution, and European socialism light are not the answers. Instead, Michelle argues that we must slash the budget across the board by eliminating or curbing the cabinet departments, agencies, and programs that are unnecessary in the new age.